Hey there, viewers on the Voltage channel. You're listening to Burrito Bandito, aka Voltage Burrito, and today I have something special for you guys. Mainly special for me, not necessarily you guys. I don't think, unless you're secretly in love with me, and stalk my Facebook and YouTube profile, which will be in the description in case you wanted to start. But no, let's get serious here. So it's my first time doing commentary in the Voltage channel, so I wanted to bring something pretty interesting. But before we begin, I want to mention that the gameplay you may or may not be watching is in fact a 200-0 domination win on Dome by some Voltage members, whose links will be down in the description for you guys to check out. But I'm going to get going on this commentary before I lose my train of thought and screw the whole thing up, so let's do it. I want to talk about a pretty funny and unique topic that I think some of you will enjoy, and that is how to survive a or the zombie apocalypse. So I did a little research, and I came across a site that said something about Morgan Freeman and some show and how he was talking about the likelihood of a zombie apocalypse. And after reading a bit further, I came across a phrase that said, and I quote, "It is a nightmare that has stalked us for centuries. Hordes of humans being transformed into mindless cannibalistic monsters. How could this civilization-ending nightmare become reality? Scientists have discovered pathogens that turn insects into the walking dead. New strains of viruses are attacking humans every day. Mathematicians have calculated the likelihood of surviving a zombie virus outbreak. They're not hopeful. Now, neuroscientists are discovering how easy it is for us to lose conscious control of our bodies. Are we at risk of becoming puppets? And if we are already in the middle of a zombie apocalypse, would we know it?" So after reading this, it really got me thinking about the last line there, which, in case you missed it, is, "If we are already in the middle of a zombie apocalypse, would we know it?" A lot of you have probably seen that movie World War Z with Brad Pitt, and in that movie you had the traditional zombie outbreak of the world being conquered by zombies within a matter of days, maybe weeks at the most. A zombie outbreak such as this, in my beliefs, would be impossible. However, if I'm wrong, which I am a lot, what would you do in this situation? So, me personally, if I had the opportunity, I would book it to a nearby store, getting a shopping cart, load it with groceries, preferably canned foods, and go to a small building nearby, preferably a small secluded shack or house which could be boarded up easily, whatever you gotta do. And in case you were gonna ask, yes, I do leave an underground bunker would be ideal, but in a situation where you live your life every day just as you are right now, sitting at wherever you're listening to this, I'm assuming that you don't have an underground bunker very close to you, or even one that you know of. Am I right? Or am I right? Okay, so I would get a bunch of canned food. Grab one of those can openers, run to the secluded house, and stay there for about a week. Once I get brave enough, because obviously if it was a zombie apocalypse, you'd be pretty freaking scared, I would start to move out into the woods. Why? Because there won't be zombies out in the deep woods. Yes, I know this isn't DayZ or H1Z1 and whatever's the zombie survival games are out nowadays, and zombies won't spawn in the real world, but honestly, why the hell would a zombie wander 5 miles out into the woods? It's probably just not going to happen, so I live out there for a while. Make the trip back to the store every 2 weeks if I need to. 2 weeks about average. That's about it. There's no real way to survive the zombie apocalypse if I was to say that you were the only person left alive, because there are too many damn people on the planet to hide. Here, I've got this open here. It says 7,252,000,2,800 people and counting. I want to see you live through that. So for the comments to discuss and debate about, how would you find your way of surviving? So, like, if you were the only person left and you had no idea this was coming. Basically, you're unprepared. I want to see what other people would do, because when it comes down to survival, people will do some pretty crazy things. Also, if it's true what scientists are saying, and it is in fact possible that could be in the middle of a zombie outbreak as I speak, and we just have no idea, then what would the world be like in 130, 140, maybe even 150 years? Kind of creepy thought, to be honest. Maybe the hottest chick nowadays, Ariana Grande, for example, will look like one of those zombies from World War Z, and we will still consider the hottest chick because we all look like that. That thought that gives me chills. That's creepy. I'm sorry. Anyways, kind of an interesting topic, kind of a weird topic, but even more interesting and weird to discuss. So if you want it, you can leave a comment down below on your thoughts of the probability of a zombie outbreak and what you would do. It's been Burrito Bandito, aka Voltage Burrito, signing out later.
We have faced far worse than this one fallen mortal. But we are the gods. We whom the mortals worship. We land. We who will not be swept aside by this petulant fool.
Zeus, your son has returned!
The abyss is just the beginning, but it's all a means to an end. Bring the fire down from the sky, the Leviathan. When I'm writing this violence with the pen,
Murder planets.
convert them back into nebulous. Sir, I'm back in this curtains for certain rappers. I'm better for certain, cracking the regulars, knowing they get addicted. It's time to end the world with a curse of rapping and written. So I take a night and a day, write with a sight, it's a might in the way that a Midas, you might get smited away. No fucks when I'm writing front. I grab blade and get reckless, nigga. Your shackle came from my necklace, nigga. You pass away in just half a day with my tracks play with your bet shit, check it. Let the blood of my enemies run the streets of their red and corrupt and seemingly envious. Fucking G when I'm ending this, nigga. This ain't no love story. I breed hate with my perseverance and sentience, emptiness in my matrix. Let me guess that my placement. Bad Zeus, the best regret when I say this, yo. You thought before I was wicked. This beginning is the end, is only beginning. I killed the Leviathan. No time for the likes of men. Man, I told you last time, no sympathy exists to me. Equipped to heat.